Hello, we're going to do something unusual today. I'm playing with 3 monitors. I've got the display spanned and everything. I'll tell you the technical details at the end if you care. Anyway, we're playing the Ravage Altus mission, the default one, and this is Ravage 0.1.42. Okay, we're in the truck. Oh heck, it's dark. That's... Is it morning? Is it evening? We don't know. Right, let's get out of here. I'm going to play in first person as well. Might as well get the full benefit of the super wide screen. Watching this on YouTube, you're probably best off watching on 4K. Because that's what I've had to mix it down to. Anyway. Right, okay. Semi-decent gun. Some stuff. I can hear a zombie, which is a problem because I can't see it. These little ruined buildings, they can be sort of zombie traps. They're quite a good way of getting rid of them. They often get stuck on them, or they walk very slowly, or they can't get through to the back if you're there. Oh! That's weird. My gun makes everything brighter. I mean, fair enough, I can see the tritium sights. But yes, oddly it seems to increase the gamma, so I've got a blue chem light attached. Okay. I do apologise for some of the video quality in this. It is not going to be of the highest. I've had to turn down some details just to be sure that ArmA actually runs at a decent frame rate. And I'm not entirely sure what the best settings are for capturing this. I've tried a few different methods. Okay, anyway, let's get going. Up the hill, see where we are. I should say this isn't going to be a very long playthrough. I'm just going to play this once, and when I die, I die. Unusual to find a jerry can right at the start. Oh. Of course it's back where I came from. Oh, yes. Ooh, stray shot near me. But nobody's firing at me. They're firing at zombies. There's not a lot of cover around here. I've got a bit closer. Luckily, they're running around with flashlights. It's definitely getting lighter. Great, it's morning. Hurrah! Yeah, still getting that weird gamma effect with me gun. Right, this is about the only bit of cover. The broken house. Let's get in close and have a look. Is he getting whacked by a zombie? Well, there's a good start. That's a fast zombie. Something I have to remember to do is, if you're looking down your gun sights... Fine shooting. Oh, I'm way off. If you're looking down your gun sights, and you hold right click, that's actually to... Well, it zooms in a bit, but it actually holds your breath to try and steady the shot. But with many guns, if you press plus on the numeric keypad, not the main keypad, the numeric keypad, it will zoom in anyway without you holding your breath. The right click method's quite useful, but when you run out of breath, you tend to get a bit of a sway on your gun. Oh my goodness me. Well, you don't come here to see my excellent shooting, do you? In fact, I'm only being so wasteful with bullets. Did I get him? I'm only being so wasteful with bullets here because I know there's at least 2 or 3 corpses on the hill. No, I didn't get him. He's heading off. What's this? TRG? I wonder if other guns have got that weird gamma thing. It's still happening. Oh, he's actually seen me. Oh, congratulations me. We have 30 shots in a clip and about 12, so I've wasted 18 bullets shooting at a zombie. Swish. Oh, I should say this video is actually only 30 frames a second, not 60 like I usually do. And I've turned down some of the ArmA settings from ultra to high, or very high. It's mostly just textures. Right, okay. Ooh, tent. Wow, that might have been useful earlier. Excellent start. Right, that's one person. Them zombies. More zombies. Aha, peoples. PDW. Throw it in the backpack. Yeah, some guns you can store in your backpack. Obviously, if it's a super long sniper rifle, then that ain't happening. But PDW is actually quite light, so it's okay. I wouldn't recommend carrying a lot of guns in your backpack, because the more stuff you carry, the shorter your fatigue bar gets. Meaning you can't run for as far for as long. Just make sure I've got everything. They're just the two of them. Oh no. More bits and bobs. Excellent. Blah blah blah. Oh, anti-rats. Excellent. Empty can. It's sometimes worth taking an empty can. It's definitely worth taking banknotes. You can burn banknotes, but you can also use them with the traders. Yeah, there's actually a use for them. Anyway, off we pop. Corks. Look at that sky. This is the advantage of the triple monitor setup, isn't it? What's that note telling me? That's wild tips. It can be quite handy at times if the note pops up to tell you about radiation. It's a zombie. Yeah, if you get a pop-up note telling you about radiation, then that means you've actually taken some radiation damage. So even without a Geiger counter, you can tell that you're starting to suffer the effects of radiation poisoning. Yeah. Should end this video. Finally had a good shot. Oh yes, I can see the clouds are not rendering terribly well at this point. And goodness knows what YouTube's going to do. It could really mangle this. Righty. Oh my goodness me, doesn't the binocular cutout look so daft? It's just a tiny thing in the middle. Alright, let's get up this hill. Actually, does it sound as though the ground is slightly waterlogged from the rain? Or am I just imagining that? I seem to recall in the latest ArmA update there was an improvement with the audio. Or was that just to know? Forget that. It's nice up here, isn't it? It's been a while since I've played the Altus mission, so I can't remember where radiation zones tend to be. I think these tend to be mildly radioactive, I'm not sure. Zombie off to my right. See the advantage of having multiple screens? That is a nice guy. I've got to watch out for my fatigue. Let's see, it's December the 27th. I think. Yes, it is. I've lost all track of time over the Christmas holidays. Christmas Day, I spent the whole day in bed reading books. I only got up to eat. Because I'm classy that way. I hate that word, classy. Seems that the only people who ever use it are the most awful people ever. I'm not even sure what they think they mean by it. When you suggest that someone is classy, it is a class distinction. And unless you're from an upper class background, like me, then it's surely meaningless. They have no direct experience of the thing that they're referring to. Oh, Kim Kardashian, she's so classy. What? Hello, that's a light. How kind of him to keep his flashlight on. Or binocular light. Oh dear. Yeah, that can be a problem with ArmA at times. It sometimes doesn't draw stuff properly at full range. I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, there he is. Oh, he's coming towards me. He might actually be friendly. Not sure I particularly care to find out, though. Hey, did you get anything nice for Christmas? If so, why not leave a message in the comments so I can completely ignore it because I don't care. Okay, so we've got shooting behind us. That's just one person. Let's have a little look-see, see if we can spot them. Now, I can see one zombie wandering slowly, not towards the gunfire. No, go for the one you know. There he is. No, I don't want to be fighting him uphill. Can I shoot him from this range? Probably not. He's standing still. Oh, well. The moment has passed. Where on earth is he going? I went to my local supermarket, which is almost next door to my house, on Christmas Eve, about an hour before closing time, and goodness me, I bought so much stuff for so little money. I'm just desperate to get rid of things. A whole bunch of stuff with expiry dates on Christmas Day. That's a lovely hot smoked salmon for my Christmas dinner. You know, a few other things as well, but that was the standout. I took a trip to the nearest city, which is in a different county, because I live in the countryside. I had to go and buy rice. Oh my goodness me, if you've got an Oriental wife, you are going to learn about fancy rice. It's quite annoying how loud that shooting is getting. Try to sneak up this little gully here so I'm not exposed. Oh, I'm running out of breath. I need to stop. Maybe not halfway through a tree that's struggling to draw itself. But yeah, I used to be fine with just normal rice. You know, rice is rice. There's white rice, there's brown rice, and then there's some wacky ones like arboreal rice or Oh. Yeah. Oops. Oh, great. Uh-oh. Ow! Goodness me. Yeah. Oh, once you start eating... Oh, great. Once you start eating good rice, you have real difficulty eating normal rice. You know, once you've got used to some of the different flavours, like getting some nice Akita Komachi rice from the Fukui region of Japan, which I believe is where Akita Komachi rice originated. Even though most of the Akita Komachi you see will be from Niigata. But yeah, you have some of that. Oh, it's nice. You know, there's a sweetness to it. There's a nutty taste to it. Oh, has our chap gone off down into the town? Can't see him. Oh, I say town. Gone to the building. Right, let's get over there. Yeah, once you've had nice rice, normal rice just tastes like rubbish. I was laughing one time, we went out for a meal at a Chinese restaurant. I can't remember the occasion, but my wife was with us and a whole bunch of friends, and we're eating a very pleasant meal, and I watched my wife take a mouthful of the rice, and she spat it out onto the plate. I mean, not aggressively or anything. She just couldn't bear to have it in her mouth because the rice was stale. Oops. Oops. Uh-oh. In the head. Hey, having said that, if you occasionally eat rice, I would very much suggest, oh goodness me. Wow. Well, you're not coming here for the gunplay, are you? Yeah, I would heartily recommend you get yourself a rice cooker. Even if you go down to Lidl and get one of the cheapy ones, I think I've seen them as low as £15 maybe. What a difference a good rice cooker makes. Even rubbish, super cheap supermarket rice, it just tastes so much better when you've cooked it in a rice cooker. Yeah. The rice is plump and fluffy and sticky, making it easier to eat with chopsticks. Yeah, if you cook your rice in a pan of water or something, you tend to find your rice doesn't stick together much. Where is he off to? Actually, he's only got a pistol. Oh. There we go. I hear a zombie. Oh, great, too. Fabulous. Alright, bullets. Fabulous. Actually getting hit. In the head. Right. And another. Oh, lucky he came charging head down. That gun's empty. Throw it away. Pull out one of my many others. I think this is only a 9mm. Meaning it's effectively firing pistol ammunition. Not much stopping power in it. I get very confused. Oh, Give myself a fright there with my own shadow. I get very confused with calibers because you talk about a 9mm bullet as opposed to, you know, the assault rifles and this firing, what's it, 5.56, 6.5 and 7.76, I think is the other one. And you think, well, 9mm's bigger than all of them. But no, it has a much smaller charge. Yeah, he did have a pistol. What should I? He was a gendarme. Yeah. Well, that was a bit disappointing. Oh, now, something that has been added to Ravage recently. Check this out. Yeah, search the wreck. You can search all kinds of things, you know, generally anything that looks like garbage, rubbish. You know, so any piles of junk, etc. Or one thing you have to bear in mind, you crouched. That's not a zombie. Wow. Ha! Just threw one of those away. But yeah, when you're searching one of these rubbish piles, you end up with, well, you're kneeling to do it. So you have to remember when you move away from it, you are kneeling. It's obvious in third person, but in first person it's easy to forget. And then you can quite easily end up in trouble. You know, so you're backing away from some zombies. Well, you're not going quite as quickly because you've been kneeling. Well, you are kneeling. No, that's not searchable. Hello. Oh, I see stuff. That's not good. It can be worth taking an empty can early on. Simply because at water sources you can fill an empty can and drink from it. Yeah, these are garbage you can search. Nothing. Search the wreck. Yeah, if there's something there, the inventory pops up. Don't need another flashlight. One's enough. Yeah, more garbage. As soon as you get up close, you'll see sort of the action appear. A shamat. No, thank you. Stuff. Pistol. Mind you, it won't have any ammo in it. No, it doesn't. When you find pistols in loot things, they never have ammo. Yeah, might as well take them. At some point, I probably ought to consolidate me stuffs. I can't remember, did I search? Yeah, I must have. Oh, that's searchable. And actually, the addition of these garbage piles is junk piles. We'll call them junk piles. They're quite handy because suddenly there's an awful lot of extra loot sources. Plus, you can see from a distance if there are any junk piles or not. Skipped on a little bit. Heading up a hill. These are nice, aren't they? Though from certain angles, I find the textures of these a bit weird. Let's go and have a look. It's a bit misty. I'm not really seeing very far. Let's have a look at this magnificent vista of... I think if I am where I think I am, I'm at the very bottom of the main map, which is an island that, well, it's not really an island. It's a peninsula, I guess, with a sort of land bridge. The main area. let's get a move on. I keep having to pause this to go out and check that it is actually recording and that it's not absolutely filling my hard disk. This is my second attempt at doing this because the first attempt, it was having trouble keeping up with the data rate. And so when I went to edit the video, it was stuttering. Butterflies. They always taught us to look out for butterflies after a radioactive event. It's always a good sign. Yeah, let's learn our science from Broken Arrow. I mean, Christian Slater, he's basically a nuclear scientist, isn't he? I count at least 3 running types of zombies. I don't think there's any way I can get in there without any problem. Oh, he's seen me. I do not like this gun. Oops. Reload. Yeah. See, I can see from here there are junk piles. Let's get a little bit closer. Whoa. Not seeing any normal loot right here. Oh. Yeah. Sometimes I'm that good. This is normally how I play the game. Oh, ow. It's just a much more natural field of view, don't you think? Nothing. Yeah, you got to be careful when you're searching these things because you can get stuck in that animation for a while. Oops. That's super. Is it worth it? Oh, See what I mean? Yeah, especially if you actually find something because it automatically opens the inventory. I should just draw these zombies away and then go and loot at my leisure. I don't think that's far enough. Yeah, you can't just press I again, you have to go through the whole animation. Oh, heck. Oh, that was stupid of me. Get up. Oh. I'm doing this very badly indeed. Come on. It was quite funny having to go to a city the other day. Because I don't normally. And I lived in London for a very long time. So I was used to huge crowds and things. But you get out of the habit. And, you know, I live in the countryside. I work from home. I very rarely see any other people. And, yeah, just arriving in a city and within 5 minutes I'd seen more people than I had in the last year combined. Oh, rice. Nah, I wonder if it's good. Better not be cheap rubbish rice. Just walking home the other day. When I came back from the city. I can see a thing. Yeah, when you start searching, you sometimes see it spawn the thing underneath. It's quite funny. But yeah, I came back the other day. I was carrying almost 30 kilos of rice. That's not a small weight. And yeah, I got some rice from mainland China, which remains to be seen whether it's any good or not. But it came from a place that sells good rice, and I did take the advice of the nice Chinese lady. I find it slightly awkward going into these places because although I speak Mandarin about the level of a stupid child. So when I go into a Chinese shop or a restaurant, should I speak Mandarin? Should I try? They always tend to be very kind about it. Crikey, if you can walk in and just say ni hao, people will praise you. Oh, you're Chinese, it's so good. Yeah, but they're just being polite. I think I speak it well enough to know how badly I speak it. Oh no! Oh, I started the animation. That was stupid of me. Please be dead soon. Ow. Phew. Yeah. Take a look around before you search stuff. And there's nothing there, of course. I also got some Taiwanese rice the other day. Some grade A certified Taiwanese rice. 2 kilos of which costs as much as 10 kilos of rice from mainland China. And a little bit of Japanese rice as well. Japanese rice costs a fortune because they don't grow enough to feed themselves. It's quite funny because they've recently had to start importing Chinese rice. This is fast turning into a video about rice, isn't it? But yeah, until recently, I don't think it was legal to sell foreign rice in Japan. Practically any time you ever see rice that looks like it's Japanese, it's not. You'll know by the price. It may suggest that it's Japanese. It may have the name and be covered in Japanese characters and all kinds of stuff. And try to really suggest that it is. It may even be a Japanese cultivar of rice, such as Koshi Hikari. But you look very closely and you discover it's grown in California or Italy. And there's nothing wrong with that. Real Japanese rice from Japan, it's not really any different. Most of these sort of rice growers in California were founded or... Oh, hello. I think that's 3 people shooting. Should be just up the road. See, plus. Hold plus. Well, actually just press plus, you don't have to hold it. I'm not sure this is the best place to be shooting from. I think they're less than 100 metres away. Oh, zombie. Not now. I'm going to have to shoot him. Oops. Do not like this gun. Only got 9 shots left. That's not enough for a firefight with 3+ people. Oh, I've been seen. Should be able to get one at least. Yeah, down you go. Oh, and down I go. And I think that's where we're going to leave it today. Oh, now, I promised you I'd tell you some of the technical details about doing multi-monitor capturing. Ordinarily, I actually use NVIDIA's shadow play function just to capture from one monitor, but it doesn't work with multiple monitors, even when you're using NVIDIA's surround spanning. It only captures one of the screens. That's no good. I tried using DX3, which I occasionally use, and I found that, yes, I could get DX3 to do it, but not reliably. And the sheer amount of data it generated, it was basically creating uncompressed streams. The SSD that I capture to, and the SSD, which is a Samsung 850, a nice one, it could not keep up with the data flow. So there's all kinds of pauses and stutters. And I think when you fiddle with DX3, you can actually get it to record each monitor separately, to a separate disk even, potentially. And that was just so much hassle, it's just not worth doing. Especially with the file size that I was generating. So I searched around for a few things. People told me, Cyberlink Power Director. It can do multiple monitors. It's like, well, yes, at the desktop level, doesn't really happen for games. So I ended up using OBS, the thing that people use to stream to Twitch and stuff. You can actually use it to record video as well. It took a fair amount of faffing around in the settings. In the end, I think I settled on recording as X264 and using the X264 encoder. I was tempted to use the NV encoder because I think that's the NVIDIA one. I need to read about that a bit more. But I found that I had to specify the bitrate, which in the end I set to 32,000 and CBR, constant bitrate. Simply because I would rather have the reliability of it streaming the data to the drive. I don't want it to be variable, because if it's variable, then at certain moments of high motion, it'll increase the bitrate, and it might go too high and start stuttering. And you won't know until you watch it back. So I thought, right, let's go with a constant bitrate. And I've got a Logitech G15 keyboard, which shows me, various things. I use the, what's it called? The Sir Reels plugin for that, which displays various system information, including CPU and memory usage. And it's very handy seeing CPU usage for each core separately. So I can see in-game when I'm recording whether my CPU is maxed out, because if it is, stuff's going to stutter or skip or whatever. Anyway, this seems to have worked out okay. Would you be interested in me doing some more videos like this? Because I don't know, it's a hassle to do, but by the time I've actually got everything set up, it's fine. So, anyway, I'm going to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Even though you're probably watching this in May. Yeah, you. And it's too early to wish you a Happy New Year, but I hope you do have one. 2017, I think, is going to be an interesting year. Anyway, good day to you all, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.